We're doing quite well there.
Okay.
Gets busy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It was the difficulty I had was when the Mercedes came the other way, and I'm trying to get you around a parked car, and I thought I haven't even started. I don't want you to start breaking into a parked car, and I misjudged it, and so let you go around it, and I probably shouldn't have done, should I? Probably should have stopped you before that Mercedes.
Yeah, I had room to go through there. But
So what was my issue? The braking part.
Well, you didn't follow the MSPSL routine to come back in, did you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had me covering the brake, and as soon as I covered the brake, that bloke behind gave me the Churchill sign, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I'll just turn it around. Good attempt, though.
And you've got to remember to square the steering up as well, Ollie.
Yeah.
I know you'd kind of lost it by then, didn't you?
The thing we're both doing is forgetting to give a reason for everything, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll soon learn that if you don't give the reason,
They'll just keep doing it.
yeah, you won't get it.
Thank you for the. You could bloody try.
An easy way to remember it, if you think of the word because.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're not doing it just because I'm telling you to do it, you're doing it because this is going to happen, yeah?
Yeah. Nice car. See how many words they can get on the end of it.
Right, you got me.
So I've done. Just talking you through the actual thing now.
Yeah, just thought we tried to move away again.
Right. Okay, Tony. So first of all, what I need you to do, please, is put the clutch all the way
We're
down.
going to use palm routine, yeah?
Okay, we're going to use the POM routine.
Yeah.
Okay, so for preparation, I'd like you to put the clutch all the way down for
Yeah.
me, please. Okay, and now into first gear. So what we're going to do is with the gear stick, if you follow my hand with it, if you put your hand on the gear stick.
Yes, remember, we did get a certain amount of distance into it. So there is someone in the bank, isn't there?
Okay, yeah. So if you can put it into first gear again for me, Tony, as you
Yeah.
did before.
Yeah, can you remember why it's important to get first gear, Tony?
Okay, why is it important to go into first gear, Tony?
Oh, I don't install in my first lesson, do I?
No, absolutely. Okay, and why is it important to keep the clutch down?
Oh, I can't put it in the gear without putting the clutch down, can I?
No, now it's in gear. Why is it important at the moment to leave the clutch down?
Install, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because we're not ready to move. Fantastic. If you'd like to move your right foot across to the gas pedal, and how far down did we say we wanted to put it before?
Thickness of a pound coin.
Thickness of pound coin. Go on then. And why is it important to leave it there?
Because I've too much go shooting down the road.
Absolutely. Okay. So leaving that where it is, we're going to try and find the biting point again. How do we know where the biting point is, Tony?
I'll bring up a centimetre at a time.
Okay, until?
Not a centimetre. Until I hear the engine light change.
Okay, and we're going to leave the 2 feet there. What are we going to observe before we move, Tony? Leave your feet there for me. Ah, that's why handbrake is on.
You don't take the money out of the bank, what happens? It comes back and bites you in the backside, doesn't it?
If we're not taking the money out of the bank.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is it important to leave it just off the biting point, Tony?
Why is it important not to go past the biting point?
Why is it important not to go past the biting point,
Oh,
Tony?
the car goes shooting forward now.
Okay, fantastic. So leave your feet locked where they are now. We're now going to move on to the O, which stood for
Oh, observations.
observations. Okay, so what would effective observations be? Talk me through where we're going to
I'll
look.
look in there first, because there might be 20 million cars coming up behind me, wouldn't there?
Okay, where else would you look?
Look in there.
Yeah. And so we're going to go from side to side, Tony. Okay, so I'd like you to start on the far side and move across. So we're not going to check this mirror until we've checked this one, okay?
No, I disagree with you there.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I've got 20 million cars not behind me, what's the point of me carrying on?
Right, okay.
Yeah, all I'm doing is getting a sore neck, yeah?
Fine.
So I look in there.
Yep. Where else are you going to look
Yeah,
for?
there could have been a bit more information about what I was looking for there.
Right, okay.
Pedestrians or cyclists coming down the pavement.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, they're on the pavement. But they may well decide to shoot out in front of the car, wouldn't they?
So would that be putting money into the bank, or would it be when you're doing it, it's going, what are you looking for there, Tony? Which would be the way of doing it? Is it that I didn't do it effectively the first time round?
Well, you should have done it the first time around.
Okay.
Yeah?
And then on the second
obviously,
time, asking them what they're
If
looking
you
for.
haven't given the information, you can't get that information back, can
No,
you?
of course.
Yeah?
Okay. Okay, so checking this mirror for me, Tony. You're looking for pedestrians and cyclists. Can you see anyone there?
No.
No. Any other movement at all? Any cars coming out of
No.
drives?
No.
Anything out the front?
No.
No. Anything out your interior mirror?
No.
No. Anything out your right door mirror? You're looking for cyclists
No,
or anyone
coming-
overtaking,
no,
anything like
coming
that.
out. No.
What about your right blind spot, Tony? Can you see anyone cyclists coming down the road?
No.
No? Okay. What we're going to do now then is if you put your hand on the handbrake for me. Okay, and when I say, we're going to release it all the way down. Okay, so just make sure the pedestrian's okay.
How do I signal?
Do you need to signal at the moment, Tony? Could you see anything in your mirrors that it might be effective to signal for them?
Oh, you mean if there's a car coming up behind me, I'd signal to go out in front of it, would I?
No, you'd signal if there was a car coming towards you.
Oh, right.
You'd signal away if it is.
Does my signal affect any pedestrians ahead of me?
Yeah, it would. Okay, so it's important to know when to signal, Tony.
Yeah. How would it affect pedestrians then?
If there was a pedestrian coming towards you and you said that you were signalling right, for example here, Tony,
Yeah.
which we're due to pull away, they might think that we're pulling in here or into a drive or something, and therefore they might decide to cross the road. So actually it's important not to signal. No?
I would have thought it's important there to let them know you're moving away from here. So
They
in
may
case
want
they
to
cross
cross
the
the
road.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we have also got a road there that we need to be aware of. If they just suddenly glance and see a right indicator on.
Well, either way, they'll probably stop, won't they, if they're here? Like that guy that walked out the drive.
Right, okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there are pedestrians around that it'd be a
Yeah.
benefit to signal,
Oh,
Tony,
right,
then you
yeah.
would be signalling
Yeah.
at that point. Okay? Right. Are there any pedestrians around that you can see that would benefit?
No, he's walking away.
He's
from
going
me.
next door as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just do your observations again, because we've been stationary for a little while.
Mm.
Yeah, and you're out the front, there's a car coming, we'll just let them go for a second.
Oh, he'd be going to someone finish, wouldn't
Okay, and now if you put the handbrake all the way down, watch
Yeah.
the warning light go out at the same time, push it all the way down for me.
he? Is that important to have the handbrake all the way down?
It's important to have the handbrake all the way down, Tony, because otherwise I'm under pressure now. It's important to have the handbrake all the way down, Tony, otherwise it's going to be fighting the brakes against the gears, and you haven't got full control of the vehicle. Okay, we haven't at the moment. Your foot's on the brake again. Okay.
That's there for a reason. Just stick to the question that you're trying to answer, yeah?
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's
if the
important to
handbrake's
have the
on-
handbrake down, otherwise the gears are fighting the brakes,
No.
and we could stall.
The clutch is fighting the brake, yeah?
The clutch is fighting the brake.
What's going to happen to the clutch if it fights the brake? Who's going to lose?
Let's go burn.
Sorry?
Let's go burn out. It's going to cost me money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, I got the handbrake all the way down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and we would have been on the biting point still, wouldn't we?
I still am, yeah.
Okay, so now if you move the clutch out by the clutch up by the thickness of a pound coin again for me, please, Tony, and put the accelerator down by the thickness of a pound coin. Okay, steer 5 minutes away from me, please,
Oh, 5 minutes, yeah.
and now 10 minutes towards me,
Oh, 10 minutes, yeah.
and now straight.
All right, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, my foot's getting
so
really
let
sore.
completely off the clutch now. Your foot,
Should I keep it covered?
keep it covered. Yeah, keep your foot. Keep your foot covered on it. And a little bit of gas just to take us down the road. Good. And hold the gas about there. Okay, we're now going to follow the MSPSL routine to pull over. Okay, so what was the M for? It's for mirrors, wasn't it? So I'd like you to check your mirrors, please. Internal mirror and then left mirror. Can you check them? Are they clear? Do we need to signal?
Are they clear?
As far as I can see.
What do you
no.
mean? Is there anybody coming, you mean? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, no.
Is there anybody going?
No, no.
Okay. Do we need to signal? Is it a benefit to anybody?
I don't see anybody around.
No. Okay. Steer 5 minutes to me.
All right.
And now 10 minutes to the right, to away from me. Okay, covering the brake now.
I was going back out again.
No, oh sorry, 10 minutes to me, 10 minutes to me.
5.
Okay, now 10 minutes to the right. Now 5 minutes to the left. Fantastic. Okay, covering the brake for me. Clutch all the way down now, and by the thickness of a pound coin, gently braking at the same time. Keep the clutch down, gently braking by the thickness of a pound coin. A little bit more for me. Fantastic. Keep the clutch down, foot all the way on the brake.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I want you to do, keep your pedals down is what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you keep your foot on the brake for me and pull the handbrake up.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And put the gear into neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A bit more. Keep your feet still, especially when I stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Think
Just
about
really emphasise that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, think about a real learner.
Yeah.
The first time they've ever moved away.
There you go. Phew.
Yeah. The first time they stop.
Yeah.
The whole body's going to relax. What are they going to do with the feet? Yeah.
Exactly what you did.
Yeah. Keep them feet still. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was handled a lot better. Yeah.
Okay. Had I not said keep your feet still?
Not when I stopped you, didn't I?
No. Okay. In my head I thought I'd said it already, and I was just going back to emphasise it again. Okay.
Yeah. I'm hanging on every word. So.
Fine. So as you come in, clutch down, keep it all the way down, keep your feet still. Once you've stopped, keep your feet, just keep emphasising that.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. Because don't forget, I think this is probably the most realistic PST you can do, because this is exactly how it would be with a real learner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be very nervous.
Yeah.
Or they're going to be very cocky, one or the other, but it's normally going to be nervous.
Yeah.
And as soon as the car stops, they are going to go, whew, and then the feet just come off the pedals. Very similar to the emergency stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so now that we've stopped,
Yeah.
you did get me to pick up a reference point to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you now go back to that reference point?
Yeah, well, there's two things we need to go back to. Is one, we need to look around us to see if we're in a safe, legal and convenient place, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, so are we parked opposite a parked car?
No.
No. Are we parked on... Are we blocking a driveway?
No.
No. Are we on a double yellow line?
No.
Are we on a zigzag line?
No.
So it is safe, legal and convenient,
Yeah.
isn't it? And then...
Sorry, would I educate that that's how we check, or would I be asking you those questions for you to check?
You can't ask me things you haven't already taught me,
Okay,
yeah?
so at that point I'll be going, okay, so we're now going to check that we're okay where we're parked.
On the first one, you'd be asking, you'd be telling.
Second, you'd be asking.
On the second one, you'd be asking.
Fine.
And then you'd go back to that reference point that we picked before we moved off earlier on. Tony, where does the curb cut into the car?
Tony, where's the curb cut into the car?
Oh, the same place where we started.
Okay, so you've got the correct distance away from the curb. That's
Yeah. Just hang on to that for a second. There's got to be a reason. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. This is one thing you have to learn about driving tuition.
Yeah.
Is that
everything needs a reason.
you're never ever gonna get anywhere with a pupil by teaching them just do as I say.
Okay, it's tuition, not instruction.
Yeah, you've got to come in with a reason. It's got to be understanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's called learning by Getso, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really important, Tony, because if we're too close to the curb, we
We're
can well
gonna be
mount the
up it.
curb and we get it a pedestrian, yeah?
Yeah.
If we're too far away from the curb,
We're in the middle
we're
of
going to feel right plug and we'll walk down the road and find out that we've left the car in a position where we're going to block the road.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Right, breathe. Well done.
Thank you.
And you kept your cool very well there, yeah?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good. Yeah? How did that feel?
Skip.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was easier. It was. Yeah, it was easier. I just didn't panic, basically.
Yeah.
And so when you made
Yeah,
a fault,
yeah,
it's
but
like
not
it's
really-
like when you're adjusting your mirror, and I just said to Tony, stop, listen to what I'm saying, and do what I'm saying, rather than.
Yeah, obviously I would have backed off from the mirrors a lot earlier if you'd come in with it because.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's what I've just got to get into my head. I think it'll probably get easier again when you put in the becauses in, and it.
Yeah.
Makes
There's two lessons where there's, I don't like referring to them as PSTs, but in your case, we have to learn PSTs very quickly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's two PSTs where they are going to fiddle around with the cockpit drill, the mirror side of the cockpit drill. Is this lesson because it does include the words moving up and stopping and improve my understanding of the mirrors, and the other is the emergency stop because it's emergency stop and use of mirrors. Yeah, on both of them they'll be leaning across on all the mirrors. Yeah, and you just have to remember the reasons why. Now, it's important to sit back in your seat, because if you're stretching to see the mirrors, it's quite simple.
They're not adjusted for where you'd go be driving.
Well, no, there's got to be a reason why. Is that if your body's moving,
Steering wheel
well, your
moves
body
with
just
it.
touches your hands, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Any questions?
No, don't think so.
Yeah?
Mhm.
That's quite good.
Thanks.
That's quite good. Well done. Right, I'll get that for us. You any questions?
No.
Did you understand it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were taking me from the end of the control. I know you didn't do the controls.
Yeah.
Your dad done the controls, yeah? You know, so you took me from where your dad left off,
Mhm.
and then you take me forward.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you should be just prompting me on what I learned on the controls lesson,
Okay.
not going back over it, because you'd be there all day and that'd be classed as over-instruction.
Okay.
How can you over-instruct on the second lesson? Well, you can. Yeah?
Mm.
Okay.
Also, things we didn't cover because we ran out of time were like releasing the handbrake, steering. In this instance, you'd assume
Yeah,
that the whole lesson's been done.
you obviously assume they have been covered, yeah?
But
Right.
that's where we need to know exactly what's covered in a controls lesson, so that I'm not going, this is how you go into first gear. You go, yeah, I did that. Or check it's in neutral, sorry, before you start the engine, and you're going, I did that last week. But because I hadn't seen it this morning, that's why I was going through it. So we need to know exactly what's in each lesson so that you're not over-instructing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's just a bit of research.
Can
at
we
home,
get
isn't
a
it?
copy of these visual briefings from somewhere, Tony?
Yeah,
Online?
I'll just get this pause.